Hi, everybody. As we get ready to roll into spring break, I just want to touch base with you. And I do apologize. I plan on getting a video out to you earlier in the week. It's just been a lot going on here at Delta. In this chair job, I find myself locked into a lot of meetings sometimes, and I don't get as much time to do the sorts of things that I enjoy, like pulling things together, like this video. So at any rate, I'm pretty sure I've caught up with all my grading now. I've just submitted the last of those memos. Now, I do have a very liberal revision policy. If you would like to revise anything you've written for a higher grade, you can feel free to do that. Now, I want you to let me know in advance, and I will also want you to kind of check with me about the sorts of things to focus on. Proofing your writing or just correcting mechanical errors won't make a huge difference to the grade. Really, the thing to focus on in revisions are the bigger issues. So if, for example, your one of your memos wasn't really following the structure we looked at in that good news, bad news presentation, then you might want to make significant changes, which then could have a real significant impact on the grade. So just let me know. Revision is part of the writing process, so this really isn't there just to help you improve your grade. I allow this because I hope you get into the habit of revisiting your writing, reworking your writing, improving your writing. Over the next week or so, you have those two discussion boards to focus on. What I want you to do as you work on those two separate assignments, the first asks you to compare a set of instructions written for a general audience with a set of instructions on the same thing written for a senior audience. And the second asks you to apply some of the formatting techniques you'll be looking at in Lannan to a piece of writing. I want you to in both cases, think about how these will apply to the instructional document you'll be preparing for me. We'll have drafts due the week after we get back from spring break at the end of the week. This is important, and especially the audience stuff. I did go through yesterday and offer you suggestions on your audience and use profiles. So be sure to read those comments in the grade book when you go to see what your grades are for that discussion board. It's important that you build your audience or address your identify an audience which is as specific as possible, and this actually makes things easier for you. If you are addressing a very general audience, it's harder to make decisions about what kind of language they're going to recognize, what kind of examples they'll respond to, what their informational needs might be. The toughest audiences are broader audiences. And one of the challenges of applying for some jobs, we've just done the resumes and cover letters, is that you have to write to both an HR clerk potentially who knows nothing about what you're applying for, the type of work you're applying for, and somebody in the field who might be an expert. So if you're applying for an engineering job, your cover letter and resume may have to appeal to somebody who's got very little engineering background and also somebody who's a specialist in that field. That's actually harder than writing for just one or the other, the person who has little knowledge or the person who has a lot of knowledge. So for many of you, my comment is narrow that audience. Try to identify a specific group. Yes, many different kinds of people might be interested in learning how to juggle cats. But if you focus on teaching toddlers to juggle cats, or teaching the elderly to juggle cats, or teaching college students to juggle cats, you've got three very different audiences who might have very different reasons for wanting to juggle cats and very different experiences in pet juggling. And I apologize for that example. It's the first thing that came to mind. So think about that. Always feel free to run follow-up ideas by me. You can email me if you have a question about another potential audience, and I'm happy to help you. I'm going to try to check email off and on over break. We're a bit busy over break, but I will try not to disappear completely. I will presently be giving you the deadlines, post break deadlines for drafts and things like that, but I see many of you are making progress on those already. So at any rate, I am here if you need me. As always, if you ever have questions, email is the quickest way to get a hold of me, but you're welcome to call my office. And even though I don't have posted office hours on my syllabus, I'm in my office a lot. I just don't post them because I can have unexpected meetings come up in this job. So I've got lots of time to make for you if you'd like to come into my office and go over an assignment, go over your grades, whatever, I really am available to you. So at any rate, if you've got concerns, questions, let me know. Enjoy your break. Try not to do homework all break. Try to take a break, and that's why they call it a break, because there should be a break in there someplace. So do try to take some time to kind of recuperate before we go into the rest of the semester. So enjoy your break, and I'll be in touch.